Good morning, first grade. Today, for our project for art with our ChristLight, what we want to do is we want to do a little activity that's going to remind us about spreading God's word and God's love with people. And so you should have a coffee filter. It was in the inside of your envelope. So make sure you have that coffee filter, and it had a cross in the middle. And then what you need to have is you need to either have a pink or a red marker. And then you'll also need just a little bit of water. You can see I just have a cup of water here. So you'll need to have those things in order to complete your project today. Why don't you watch first, and then you can go ahead and do this yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your red or your pink, and you're going to make a heart around the cross. You're going to make a heart around the cross. And then you're going to go ahead and color it in. Now, be careful, it is just a filter, so if you go over it too much, it's going to rip a hole, so just be careful. Notice I'm holding the filter with my other hand that I don't use to color with, so I have to keep it in place. Okay, and when you're done with that, you can let it just sit for a minute. Try to do the best as you can with your heart. And then what we're going to do, make sure that you have something down underneath your filter so that you don't end up wrecking anything that you're working at, okay? So then go ahead and take another color, and we're going to draw a heart around the first heart. If you even want to do another ring around like this, you could. Okay? So you're just going to let that sit for a second because you want it to be a little bit dry. Now I used red and purple. You could choose a different color. Now what we're going to do is we are going to fold our coffee filter in half. Then we're going to fold it in half again. And then we're going to fold it in half again so that it's like a wedge, like a piece of pie. Now, once I have my wedge, you want to make sure that these are about as even as you can get them. Okay? Once I have my wedge, I'm going to need my water. And I'm going to dip the tip in the water. And you're going to notice that the water is soaking up the filter. I'm just going to let this sit a minute so that it can soak up. And you can see it's done a pretty good job. So I'm going to open this up, do it carefully, I'm actually going to put another filter underneath to give, so I don't get anything on. And when I open this up, what you should notice is that the colors have moved and they've blended together, haven't they? They've moved and they've blended. And we have the message of salvation in our hearts, but it's not our job to keep that message to ourselves. It is important that it moves from our hearts to other people. So it's really important that we share that message of Jesus. So this project should have shown you that that love for Jesus that we have in our hearts can't stay just with us. We need to share it. Go ahead and share that good news today. Go ahead and share that good news as you go into the weekend and every single day of your lives. Make sure you're sharing Jesus. It could be with your words. It also could be with your actions. Have a blessed day.